What's crack-a-lackin'? Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to some more of this. More of cataloging and curating my movie collection. We are hopefully going to finish off the shelves behind me, so tomorrow I can do a Blu-ray update of all the new stuff, and then we can pick our 31 for 31. That's what I'm hoping for. So let's just blaze through this stuff, shall we? We got Teeth, a future Weird Movies My Wife Makes Me Watch episode. I hit the wrong button. I was on the wrong screen here. I really enjoyed Teeth. I think it's I think it's really fun, and I think it's gonna make for a good video one day. Just just getting around to it, you know what I mean? What was that? Don't believe there's a Blu-ray to this. I wish there was. If there wasn't, I mean, if there isn't, I'm pretty sure there is not though. I would upgrade it if there was. There is not. I'm just gonna leave this open. Oh, that chaps my ass. The Secrets of Dumbledore is $10. I paid 30 for it, and I still haven't watched it. Pick a Destiny, Tenacious D. Pick a Destiny. This deserves a Blu-ray. Like, I actually don't know why this isn't on Blu-ray. It is a childhood classic. I don't know if I'd say childhood. How does Tenacious D actually do the title to this? Okay, in the Pick of Destiny. I've seen this movie a ton growing up as a metalhead. You know what I mean? If you grew up a metalhead, like you're in middle school when this comes out, like I was, like you were all over this thing. And yeah, I've seen it a bunch. Really enjoy Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. We got Terrifier 2 Steelbook. Terrifier 2 is pretty good. I don't know which one I like more, Terrifier 1 or 2. I think they're about on the same even keel, which is like 6 or 6.5. I'd say 2 is probably a better movie overall. Like it's like better made, I guess. But there's certain aspects about 1 that I like more, which is 1, it's way shorter, but 2 is, I also think there's a scene way more gnarly in 1, which is the split scene. I don't know. But I do have 1. It's just going to be when I do the Blu-ray update. I got 2 before 1 because I watched 1 on, I think, like the Roku channel or Plex or something, and then watched 2 when it came out. I bought the Steelbook. Texas Chainsaw, the 40th anniversary edition. One of my favorite movies of all time. I've seen Texas Chainsaw, I don't know, at least a dozen times. 1974. I think this is Blu-ray only. I don't think this has a DVD with it. No. Huge fan of this movie. It's a classic. I know they've done a ton of releases for this thing, like a lot of cool like collector's editions and stuff like that. I got this one. I got this one when it came out. And that was when I was like collecting and stuff, and I was like, you know what, this will just be my edition. And I've never cared to get any of the other ones. I wouldn't mind though trying to see if there's like some better special features, because there's not a whole lot of special features on this one. Mainly just commentaries. But yeah, love this movie. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, I have yet to watch. This is the release by Vinegar Syndrome, in this really cool edition. I've yet to watch this one. This is the 4K triple disc set. That's cute. 4K Blu-ray combo, 3-disc set. Actually, I need to leave this out. I have not seen this one yet, but I've heard good things. $1986. Wow, quite a jump in years. Vinegar Syndrome release. What do you got for special features? Runs in the family. But I don't know if that counts. But we'll look that up in a second. It runs in the family. There is an obscene amount of stuff on this release. But just this one. Alright, I'll give it to it. Runs the family 2006. 4K blue, no. 3 on Texas. On the Texas Saw Massacre 2 release. Alright. I will be excited if we get to watch this one for 31. Moving on, we have Tigers Are Not Afraid Steelbook. If you've not seen Tigers Are Not Afraid, this is a pretty cool movie. I remember liking it quite a bit when I watched it. It's produced by Guillermo del Toro. If you're a fan of del Toro's, like Guillermo del Toro's movies, you'll probably enjoy this one. Okay, so it's a combo. You'll probably enjoy this one. I can't remember what this is actually about, though, off the top of my head. I go like a 7. A dark fairy tale about a gang of 5 children trying to survive a horrific violence of the cartels and ghosts created by everyday drug war. Yeah. Because, like, one of them goes crazy, right? Might need to revisit this. Yeah, might need to revisit this. It's good, though. Dang it. Alright. We have Them. Them is a lot of fun. Really fun, old sci-fi movie. If I remember right, it's Them with an exclamation point, right? Yep, 1954. Speaking of which. Yeah, I think Them's really fun. A lot of practical effects, a lot of cool like miniature puppetry kind of things going on. Really good fire scene with this movie. But yeah, it's basically about like killer bugs, killer ants. It's really fun. If you've not seen Them, I think it's one of the better of the like sci-fi classic kaiju movies I've seen in a while. I've seen recently, I guess, or just from the 50s. I don't know. We have The Theater Bazaar. This is an anthology film that has some really good moments in it. Also some bad ones. It's kind of all over the place. You have... Does it have all the posters on here? Okay, so I can't show you this. You have The Mother of Toads, which is pretty good. It's by Richard Stanley. You have Vision Stains, which I think is really good. I Love You, I don't remember. Or The Accident. Sweets was okay. It was kind of gross. And then the one Wet Dreams was really bad. But yeah, there's some that aren't very good, and there's some that are really good. Which is kind of the pitfall of all anthologies. But I do like The Theater Bazaar. I think it's worth checking out. I think it's worth picking up and giving it a go, personally. But I have no idea when this came out. 2011. I know I just opened this thing up too. Okay, so it's a Blu-ray CD. It must have been a little bit of a trend for a while. to do Blu-ray CDs. 7 films. And then what's on here? I wanted to see. It says bizarre feature-length interviews. I just wanted to see. I'm probably not going to include that then. All right, moving on. There Will Be Blood. I have not watched this. One of the few Paul Thomas Andersons I've not watched yet, including Magnolia, There Will Be Blood, and Punch Drunk Love. I was like, what's his other real big one? Alright, not sure what year this is. 2007. There were multiple years on the back. That's what I was like, I don't know. Not seeing it. Would be pretty happy if it gets picked for 31 for 31. We have The Story of Petroleum on this one. From 1923. All right, moving on. Another steelbook. They Live 4K steelbook. Love this movie. I think They Live is a lot of fun. I've seen it a good handful of times. I don't know, probably like... I've probably seen it 3 times maybe. It's a lot of fun. I like They Live. I would put it up there as maybe my favorite Carpenter movie. John Carpenter movie. I also really like Prince of Darkness a lot too, though. But really enjoyed They Live. I mean, The Thing's also really good too, right? Escape from New York. John Carpenter's just kind of a master. Anyway, They Live 4K blue, yes. 2 Scream Factory steelbook. All right, let me put these up and we'll do some more. Another steelbook. Apparently, this is the back ends where all my steelbooks are. The Thing. Speaking of which, The Thing. I found this steelbook at an FYE for cheap, actually. Like, I think $15. This is when they were out of print. I could have flipped this for like $50. But I didn't flip it. This is the 4K. No, it's just 3. This is just a 3-disc. Huh. Comes with the 4K scan and the 2K scan. That's kind of cool. I've never really seen them do something like that. What year was that? What year did it say? 82? Man, The Thing is from 82. Still looks great. This is one I actually wouldn't mind rewatching. I don't have the I don't have what was 2011. I don't have that. I don't have that release of it. Let's see how much that steelbook's going for now. No, the thing. Yeah, I don't have like the 2011 one. Okay, 1920-ish. Not too bad. It was a lot higher at the time I purchased that. Well, I guess the one was for a bid, right? 90. Let's see if any of them sold recently. I would consider selling mine and get a cheaper copy. $80 for a brand new one. 85 for a brand new one. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any used ones being sold for that price. Well, 50. So you could get like $50 out of it. I don't know if I'd sell it for that, but it's an option. 13 Ghosts Scream Factory. This movie's fun. This is a movie that will eventually be on 30. I'm not 31. Weird movies my wife makes me watch. That series I do. Really like this movie. It's a lot of fun. If you've not seen 13 Ghosts, I definitely recommend it. It's a pretty good time. It's about this person who inherits a house, and they go there, and there's 13 ghosts. There's more to it than that, but the thing I like about it is they gave each like ghost their own backstory, so it has like this nice little built-in universe. This is the end. I still think probably one of the best things Seth Rogen and that group and troupe have done. Really enjoyable, really funny. I like the meta way it goes. It's good. Speaking of which, 13 Ghosts have any... No, it just has the ghost files. I don't know if the thing has anything on it, because I don't have the little back card for it. Because for some reason, I waited really long before I started saving that stuff. Okay. Nothing back there. We got the Thor movies up next. We got Thor, Thor the Dark World, and Ragnarok. Personally, I like these Thor movies. I think they're fun. A Dark World is not the best. In all honesty, it's not the best thing ever. But I did like Thor 1, and I do like Ragnarok. Love and Thunder, I think, is not very good. Not a big fan of Love and Thunder, to be honest with you. Thor release. But yeah, not bad. Dark World is pretty forgettable. I think Dark World's better than Love and Thunder, though. I will say that. I will say that. I would probably get Love and Thunder at some point. I think it's what, 2013? When this come out? Damn it. 2013. Ooh, this is the 3D Blu-ray set. I would probably get Love and Thunder if I found it for like $1 or $2, just because I don't know. Just because, like, I've just been trying to collect them all, I guess. Collect all the MCU. I should really stop, though. I should just stop trying to bother and just buy the ones I like instead of being like, I gotta get them all. You know what I mean? I want my collection to be more of a... ...2014. Shut Hail the King. I do. I want my collection to reflect me. You know what I mean? And my taste, not just, oh, I want to own all the MCU movies. That's what I want my reflection, my collection be a reflection of. Ragnarok was actually a cool find. I found this at a yard sale for $1, 4K. I was like, hell yeah. I think Ragnarok's the best of the Thor movies, though. I think that's pretty unanimous, though. And then it's like, what happened with Love and Thunder? You know what I mean? Team Daryl. Ooh, not that way. All right, Thors are gone. Threads. I did a video of this. Has a cool lenticular slipcase. Really cool, actually, in my opinion. This is my most popular video I've ever done is on this movie and When the Wind Blows. I think this movie is fantastic. I think it's incredibly disturbing. Yeah, really, really like Threads. I think everything I could have to say on the movie is in that video, so just check out the video, I guess. Severin films with lenticular slipcase. I know. Lenticular. Okay, I spelled it right. Say, I feel like I've not spelled it right in other spots. 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri. I think this movie's really good. I really liked it. I really got wrapped up into it. The director of this, what's his name? Martin McDonough. I really love his films that I've seen from him. Really enjoyed Seven Samurais. I mean, Seven Samurais, Seven Psychopaths. Really liked the Banshees of Inisherin. Really enjoyed this one. Like his movies a lot. I actually wouldn't mind rewatching this one. I feel like I've said that a lot, though. Speaking of which, threads, special features. Okay. Hey, there's a short film attached to Three Billboards by Martin McDonough called Six Shooter. Right here. That's cool. I'll check that out. With Brendan Gleeson? Yeah, I'll have to check this out. It won an Oscar for Best Original Short. This is why I like doing this, is because I've been able to see I've been able to see like what short films and stuff we have, you know. Three Outlaw Samurai, pretty enjoyable, nice little samurai movie. It has a really good opening, if I remember correctly. Let me look real quick if this is the correct movie I'm thinking of. But if I remember right, it opens up with like this samurai raid. Yeah, this scene. Is that the scene it opens with? Because it opens up on like this samurai raid and they take over this person's like house and stuff. If I remember right. And what I liked about it was is like they're just minding their, like the people of the house are just minding their own business, and then this like samurai come out of nowhere, start tormenting them. I don't know. It was really impactful. If this is the same movie I'm thinking it is, which I'm pretty sure it is. Just make sure it is one movie. Some Criterions, I swear, like have no special features. High definition restoration and uncompressed monoaural soundtrack trailer, new English subtitle translation, plus a booklet. It's like could have been more. The Three Stooges, the movie, I will always hold a nostalgic spot to this in my heart because one, it's kind of funny. I grew up watching the Three Stooges with my grandpa, but the reason why this will like forever kind of like hold a spot in my head is because I actually got to see this in theaters with my grandpa, and it's the only time I've been to the movie theater with my grandpa. He like never goes to the movies, and he wanted to go see this with me when it was coming out, and I just honestly have like good memories of it. You know what I mean? Probably swayed my opinion of the movie, but that's okay. Also, he laughed louder than anybody in that entire theater. He had a ball with this movie. So, the Three Stooges movie always have a soft spot in my heart for that. All right, we're gonna get into a bunch of Criterions. Throne of Blood, awesome, really cool rendition of Macbeth. Akira Kurosawa doing his thing. There's a good chance there's a documentary or something on this one, since it's Akira Kurosawa. There's the Toho Masterwork series again. Other than that, no. But yeah, Throne of Blood's good. Definitely recommend it. Throwdown, I have not watched yet. This was one I'm really hoping gets picked for 31 for 31. I think this movie looks really cool. It looks right up my alley, you know what I mean? Short making of... Alright. Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down. I've not watched this. My wife watched it. She liked it. Ooh, 2-disc set. Is it a Blu-ray DVD combo? It is a Blu-ray DVD combo. I've not watched this yet. This is one that I don't have like a ton of interest in. This is one my wife actually picked up at a Criterion sale because she thought it seemed interesting to her, and she watched it without me. Could you believe the betrayal? Can you believe that betrayal? No, she said it's good. I just haven't watched it yet. All right. Moving on. Time of the Wolf by Michael Hanke, Michelle Haneke. I've not watched this one yet. It also has Isabelle Huppert in it. I like butchering names. Is it from 2003? I didn't think it was that old. Yeah. Yeah, haven't watched it yet. My buddy actually picked this one up for me. He texted me. He's like, "Hey man, would you want this?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Because he knows the 3 Mikey Chans I've watched so far, I really enjoyed. So I need to dive more into his stuff. But yeah, Time of the Wolf. Haven't got around to it yet. Also, why am I hitting yes for those? Those are nose dogs. Titane, going to be on my best of 2021 list. Really loved Titane. Really cool. Really trippy. Very weird. But really awesome. Really enjoyed Titane. Okay, on the back of that one, it's not giving me any kind of special features. To be or not to be? To watch or not to watch? That is the question. I've not seen this one yet. This is one I picked up. I didn't get this one from a Criterion sale. I actually picked this one up at a used bookstore. I pretty much have been on this philosophy. How is that typed out? To be... I've always been on this philosophy of if you come across the Criterion for cheap, it doesn't matter what Criterion is, you just buy it. Which is probably not a healthy mindset. So that's how I came across this one. This isn't probably one I would get on my own, you know what I mean? But I'll watch it at some point. Tokyo Drifter, speaking of Criterions that are up my alley. I love Tokyo Drifter. I think it's really good. Seijun Suzuki, if I'm saying the name wrong, I apologize, has 1 or 2 other films in the Criterion collection. Like, I think it's Branded to Kill. Brand to Kill is also in the collection. Sujin. I think it's Sujin Suzuki. My God, the style. Save some puss for the rest of us, dude. Yeah, he's a director I've wanted to dive more into. He's made some cool shit. But is it Branded to Kill? What year? 66. Tokyo Drifter. Yeah, Branded to Kill. That's another one they put out. My man made 3 movies in 1 year. Japanese filmmakers are crazy people. I mean that with absolutely like all love, but they just pump out stuff. It's crazy. Oh shoot. I didn't finish that. Let me make sure there's not a short film. There was not. A Christmas classic now for us, Tokyo Godfathers. Watched this last year around Christmas. Really loved it. Sachoichi Kon. Hope I'm saying that name right. This does include a short film, but it doesn't give a title of the short film, which is kind of annoying. This is a really good film, though. If you've not seen it, definitely recommend it. Slipcase short film. Tokyo Gore Police. Like I said, I upgraded this from DVD to Blu-ray, and it was utterly pointless. This looks like a straight DVD rip. I would be surprised if the film was even filmed. It's from Tokyo Gore Police from 2008. I was thinking it was earlier 2000s. But anyway, yeah, you don't need to buy the Blu-ray. You can get away with a DVD. It's not that it's not that good of a quality. Although for the film, I think the film is a lot of fun. I think Tokyo Gore Police is a blast of a time. Not a blast of the time. Tokyo Story. This is a movie that I did cover on the first year's 31 for 31, 3-disc Blu-ray DVD set that I would like to revisit because it just did not connect with me the first time I watched it. And this is a movie that when I told my one film nerd friend that I did not connect with the movie, that he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I couldn't connect with it." And he's like, "You of all people." I figured, like, he goes, "I thought this was gonna be like one of your new favorites," and I was like, "Nope, 5 out of 10." And he was just like, "Okay." He's like, he really was like, I thought for sure that you were gonna be like all over that movie, and it was like, nope. I had a really hard time finishing it because I was just bored through most of the movie. It comes with a 2-hour documentary about the filmmaker, so that's cool. According to this, it says a documentary about the director's work. It doesn't have a name to it, though. Anyway, but I would like to give it a shot. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood for it. I would like to get another shot. Tomi, The Beginning. This is a adaptation of, make sure I show the back, of Junji Ito that I've not seen yet. I'm a huge fan of Junji Ito's work, though, so I would like to see this at some point. But there's other movies in this line. So beginning 2005, you can see there's 1998, 2000, 2002, 99, 2000, another 2005. Like, there's a ton of Tomy movies. And they didn't know that. So I got this one wanting to be like, oh, cool, neat. And then I didn't realize, like, hey, there's a ton of them. Or else I probably would have just skipped on this. This is one of them that I'm probably not going to include on 31 for 31 just because I want to watch the other ones first. You know, I want to get my hands on the other Tomy movies first. So I'm probably not going to include this one on 31 for 31. One I will, though, is Tommy, because I've never seen this. I've had the Steelbook for a while, and never watched it. Don't even know what this movie's about. like no joke. I have no clue what this movie's about. It was one of them. I found the Pop Art Steelbook at, I'm assuming pinball of some kind, at Dollar General. I went over the receipt in one of the Steelbooks from Stripes. It was Stripes, Das Boot, and Tommy. I got all at the same time. 1975. And I've not watched it yet. Maybe it'll get picked. I know I just had that open too, and I can't remember if it was a single disc or not. I think it is a single disc. Yeah. So maybe. maybe it'll get picked. Another one I haven't seen, Tora, which is in this crappy steelbook protector that I need to replace. I bought this one set of steelbook protectors, and for whatever reason, they were like cut to the wrong size, so they don't actually fit my steelbooks. So at some point, I need to buy. Not only do I need to buy a pack of steelbook protectors for some steelbooks I've gotten recently, but I also need to buy another set to replace these shitty ones with. What year is Tora? It's from the 50s. 70s. I was way wrong. I was thinking it's from 50s. Tora. Was it 1970 flat? Yeah. Blu-ray, no. Steelbook. Total Recall, a lot of fun. Really enjoy Total Recall. Not seen the remake. Don't really have that much of an interest to see the remake, although I've heard like it's not that bad. But I do enjoy Total Recall. I think it's a lot of fun. Tower of Evil. I cannot show you the slipcase too. Alright, Tower of Evil. This was given to me by a friend. I watched it. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It comes with a poster. That's really cool. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty fun, like, little, like, Murder Island mystery movie. Murder Island, I guess, is kind of a funny thing to say, but Tower of Evil. It's just Scorpion releasing, but the back of it's very Scream Factory looking. But yeah, this is like a pretty short little is it just Blu-ray DVD? There's 2 discs in here. No, they're both labeled as Blu-ray. Weird. But yeah, I'd probably watch it again. Tower of Evil. Alright. We have Train to Busan Steelbook. Train to Busan is awesome. If you've not seen Train to Busan, it is a Korean zombie movie. And I would argue that it's maybe one of the better zombie movies ever made. Really good. Has some wonky CG at moments, I'll give it that. But has a great cast of characters that you actually care about. The zombies are actually threatening. There's actually a ton of tension. Really good, really fast-paced. Some great violent moments. Really enjoyable. And then Peninsula sucks dog shit. Which is crazy because it's from the same director. And so far, the director has, which we have it. We have Peninsula. It's just in the, it's in the storage. Gave it a 3. Just totally misses the mark. Has some horrendous CGI. It's on AMC Plus if you want to watch it. I wouldn't recommend it. Although, I would 1000% recommend Train to Busan. I think this movie's fantastic. I've seen it multiple times. It's on Freevee if you want to watch it. And I think it's significantly better than Peninsula. Like I said, I think it's one of the better zombie movies out there. What's this? All of Us Are Dead. Really recommend Train to Busan. Oh, it's like High School of the Dead, basically. This person also did The Fake. Seoul Station is an animated movie that's basically an animated version of Train to Busan that I've heard really good things about. I've not watched this one yet, but I would like to. But I've heard it's very similar to Train to Busan. Train to Busan is really good. Not heard of this one. On Netflix, I would watch it. King of Pigs, I've heard really good things about. I just haven't watched it. Sorry, I'm like looking to see what else this dude's done. Jung Yi. It's on Netflix. And then Hellbound, also on Netflix. TV series, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Kind of gnarly. Anyways, move on. Train Spotting. I've not seen T2. I'm not seen Train Spotting 2. I've only seen the first one. I would not mind watching the second one. I've heard it's not like that bad, so I wouldn't mind watching it. Although I really like the original. I think the original is really good. So yeah, I wouldn't mind watching it. And then our last little bit is Transformers stuff. We have Transformers, the animated movie Steelbook. It's not bad. It's enjoyable. Like, you could definitely watch this one. Put out by Shout Factory, not Scream Factory. This one is. This is one of those shitty Steelbook protectors. So hard time getting it out. Blu-ray, widescreen and full. So you get a widescreen edition and a full feature edition, like a full screen edition. That's kind of cute, I suppose. But yeah, I've seen it. It's not bad. I would probably watch it again. Transformers. I think it's this one, right? No. There it is. 86. Transformers. The movie. The 1984. Blu-ray. Yes to Shout Factory. Steelbook. And then to round off this shelf, we have the Transformers 4-pack. And that's about where I'm going to stop with Transformers. I personally, Rise of the Beasts or whatever, I was not a fan of. 2 discs for Age of Extinction. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 discs, 4 films. I do have Bumblebee. It is in... Oh, look at that. They have the years right underneath them. How nice. I do have Bumblebee, the movie. It's in the bins. Not super in love with it. Hold on. Just give me a second. Let me type this out. Personally, I like Transformers 1 through 3. I think they're fun. I know they get worse as they go, but I just find them fun. They're just fun popcorn movies for me. I actually think Transformers 1's actually a fairly decent movie, but they're just fun. Age of Extinction, I think, has some moments, but for the most part, it's not very good. I think whatever the 5th one is with Marky Mark, I think is really bad. It's like Knights or something, Night of the whatever. I think is really bad. I think the Bumblebee movie's mediocre, and then I think the most recent one, Rise of the Beasts, was very disappointing. So, all right, let me go get more stuff. But I do find the first 3 really fun. I would watch the first 3 again. Age of Extinction, I probably wouldn't watch again, but I didn't know any of the Transformers when this came out, and this costs as much as just buying Age of Extinction. So I was like, I'll just get this. not gonna lie, like I cannot breathe this morning. I am so gummed up by allergies. I cannot breathe this morning. All right, let's keep moving on. Treasure Planet. Love this movie. It's a shame what Disney did to this movie. How Disney basically just wanted to bury this movie and let it go. Really good. Really fun. Really, really great visuals. Great animation. Bread Sword, I think is the name of the channel. Did a really, really good video on this movie. If you want to check that out, you can. Yeah, I am like super gummed up from allergies. All right. Then we have The Trip and The Trip to Italy. The Trip 1 is only on DVD, which is abysmal. The other ones are on Blu-ray. But the Trip 1 I found at a half price books for a couple bucks. Nabbed it up. Is this from 2011? There's like 4 or 5 of these movies. 2010, 2011. So there is a mini series too based on this. I want to give it 2011 because that's probably what it was in the US. Alright, so first off, I just want to say real quick on The Trip, I adore this movie. 8.5 out of 10. I've seen it several times. Constantly enjoyable, constantly funny. Really, really good. There's more of these, though. There is Trip to Italy's second one. Oh, nice. I didn't realize that. Because there's also the Trip to Spain, which I wasn't blown away with. I thought it kind of dipped a little bit. Yeah, and then the Trip to Greece is the last one, which I haven't seen yet. Is this an actual 2020 movie? Yeah. So I'm going to add it to my watch list because I haven't watched it yet. It's on AMC Plus. Nice. I love the chemistry between Rob Brydon and Steve Coogan here. I like Steve Coogan a lot. How is that labeled? Down page. How is this labeled? Trip. Okay. Trip to Italy. The entire movie is basically, it's a pseudo meta movie about Steve Coogan and Rob Brydon going on a food tour basically and documenting their experience through food, and they just have hilarious conversations while they eat. That's like this entire series. It's very easy going and a lot of fun, and I love them. I love these movies. I want to get the rest of them. Again, why I have The Trip to Italy on DVD and not Blu-rays, because I found it at Dollar Tree. That's the only reason. But love those movies. Big fan of the Trip movies. Next, we have Troll 2. When we talk about those so bad they're good movies, you know, we're talking about movies that are such train wrecks that they're like super enjoyable. That's Troll 2 is my top dog of that. I think Troll 2 is hilarious, really, really fun. Just okay, so it is a DVD combo pack. Just really enjoyable. You know, I think for the most part, a lot of these so bad they're good movies. The 20th anniversary Neilbog edition. I think a lot of these movies are just, you know, a lot of them that fall into these so bad they're good movies can actually just be at times unwatchable, where you're just like, man, I can't wait for this to be over. Where I think Troll 2 is consistently fun throughout the entire movie. Tropic Thunder. Classic, seen it several times, really funny. It'd be a movie that I think would be hard to be made today, even though it's only from 2008. But really good. I've seen Tropic Thunder a good handful of times. If I remember right, this is also one of those movies where this cut is not the theatrical cut. This is the director's cut. But I don't think it's like Talladega Nights where it has like significant changes. You know what I mean? I think they sell them separate, which is super annoying. Um, two cuts of the movie. All right, well, I'll probably end up selling this so I can have both cuts of the movie. Another thing I do when I go to sell, if I go to rebuy, is I check special features. If they have different special features, I'm inclined to probably keep it. But True Grit, the remake, Coen Brothers, really good. I like it better than the original True Grit, which I don't own, but I have seen. I've seen it, I think, right? John Wayne. Yeah, as Rooster Cogburn. Yeah, I know I've seen the original. I did not rate it though. But I have seen this. I have seen it. I just did not rate it for whatever reason. I don't think I'd buy the John Wayne one, to be honest with you. I think I'm pretty content with the Coen Brothers version of the film. All right, True History of the Kelly Gang. Really enjoyed it. Justin Kurzel once again. I gave this movie an 8 out of 10. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure this made my best of 2021 list. Pretty sure it did. Let's find out. All right. Well, I guess I'm not allowed to find it. Can this load, please? Apparently, it doesn't want to load either. Well, that's annoying. Best movies of 2020. Never mind, it was on the best of 2020 list. It was number 12 on my best of 2020 list. Really enjoyed True History of the Kelly Gang. I've heard it's not a very true history of said Kelly Gang, but I think it's good. I like Justin Kurzel a lot as a director. True Romance. Pretty good. This is also the director's cut. I'm actually going to write that over here. Because this is also the director's cut. What year are you from? 93. Yeah, True Romance is good. We have Thrust. This is a short film by the band manager or tour manager of Weed Eater, the band. Um, you gotta love it. It's just on a burnt disc with Sharpie written on it. Yeah. Don't know what else to say about this. We saw Weed Eater last summer, and they were selling this on their merch table, and I thought, you know what? Fuck yeah, I'm gonna buy this. So I bought it, and it came with like a little bunch of stuff. Like it came with like this cool little like Polaroid and stuff. Split Hoof and Friends movie for shithead created by shitheads. So I haven't watched this yet. It'd be cool if this is a 31 for 31 pick. But yeah, so it's 24 minutes long. And that is Thrust. Shout out to Weed Eater, by the way, one of my favorite bands of all time. Also features The Janitor and Kiss My Ass Cooking episode 1. Quarter full length film. I like that. They called it a quarter full length film. I'm not sure what The Janitor and stuff is. Steelbook time. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. One of my go-to feel-good movies. This is a movie I've seen, I don't know how many times, honestly. This is also a gift from a friend. I couldn't tell you how many times I've seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil, honestly. I've seen it so many times. It's endlessly rewatchable for me. And it's just a comfort movie. Like I feel comfortable every time I watch it. Like I can just sit down and I'm gonna turn on Tucker and Dale and my woes fade away and I can just slip into this fun, hilarious movie. And just that's it. Really love Tucker and Dale. Can't recommend the movie enough. Turbo Kid. This was a cool find at a Half Price Books. Found it brand new, sealed for $25. I've only seen it once. I would not mind rewatching this. This is a cool post-apocalypse Mad Maxian mixed with like neon 80s in a way. It's good. I like Turbo Kid. I think I originally gave it a 6 out of 10, I think is what I gave it originally. T is for Turbo. First off, what did I give Turbo Kid originally? Well, that says 2015. I gave it an 8. Never mind. All right, what about T? What is T for Turbo? T is for Turbo. From 2011. Turbo Kid release. Okay. Just make sure there's nothing else. Yeah, Turbo Kid's cool. I like Turbo Kid. I think it's on a streaming platform of some kind. Yeah, it's on Prime Video. If you have Prime Video, check it out. All right, moving on. We have Ugly Dolls. Now you may be asking yourself, well, why is that on a shelf when you've removed so many other movies on shelves? Because it's going to be a it's going to be a screen to console episode because I found out they made an Ugly Dolls video game. And so yeah, it's going to be a screen to console episode at some point. I think this movie's horrendous. I think it's really, really bad. I have seen it. I would actually consider it probably like one of the worst movies of the decade. I think I included it on my worst movies of the decade from last year or 2 years ago, whenever I made that movie. It's really bad. But I think it'd make for a good video, so that's for another day. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I got the Target exclusive edition because I think the slipcase is gorgeous. I think the movie's really good. I like the movie a lot. I think it's really fun. It will probably make my best of, I think it's 2021, right? 2022. It'll probably make my best of 2022 lists, more than likely. Target exclusive with slipcase. But yeah, probably make my best of 2022 list. All right. Moving on, Unbreakable. I would like to upgrade this to Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure there's a Blu-ray of this now. When I bought it, there wasn't. Oh, there's a 4K. Well, never mind. So that will get sold. I think Unbreakable is one of M. Night Shyamalan's best movies, in my opinion. I really like Unbreakable. I think it's good. What year are you from? 2000. Although this is like a bigger set. There's it's a 2-disc set. Never mind. I mean, it's technically bigger, right? But yeah, I think this movie is really good. It's a cool edition. This Vista series edition. It's a cool edition for a DVD. I remember I got this out of the Walmart bins. Because this was a movie I heard good things about and I wanted to watch, and at the time there was no Blu-ray of the movie. But yeah, Unbreakable. Uncut Gems. Really, really good. One of Adam Sandler's, in my opinion, best performances. I also think it's the Safdie brothers' best film so far. Although I really like Good Time and Heaven Knows What. I think Uncut Gems is their best effort so far. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Highly recommend it. Don't know if I'm going to upgrade this to... don't know if I'm going to upgrade this to the Criterion. Criterion did do a release of this, which is gorgeous, by the way. The way they did the release. Don't know if I'm going to upgrade it to that. I'll have to see what special features are on there. Also, a fun experience in the theater because you could tell half of our theater was there because of Adam Sandler. And when Adam Sandler wasn't doing Adam Sandler stuff, they were getting mad. So, kind of a funny experience. Under the Skin, a movie that grew on me after the rewatch. I actually would not mind watching this for a third time. So, or fourth time? I don't know. Can't remember how many times I've actually seen this movie. I know I've seen at least 2. Because I remember being in theaters being like, yeah, I don't know. That really didn't land with me. And then I bought it because I had the itch to rewatch it, and I rewatched it and I was like, no, it's pretty good. I would not mind rewatching it. Jonathan Glacier is an interesting director who's got a new movie coming out. His other movie, Birth, I like Birth more than Under the Skin, but definitely recommend Birth. My favorite Pixar movie, Up. I adore this movie. I think it's great. Carl's Date or whatever, that was one of the recent shorts for... This is a 4-disc set. Holy shit. That was released with Elemental was Moke. Cool little story about Up, though. Like I said, Up is my favorite Pixar movie. And at the time, they had a thing on Disney called Disney Movie Rewards. Anytime you bought a Disney movie or a Disney property movie, you got reward points that you could spend on, I think it's 2009, that you could spend on that Disney shop, right? For slipcase. And what was cool about this was I saved up all of my all my points and got this for free. They don't do this anymore, which is bullshit. They don't do it anymore, but yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to get Up for free, basically. I just bought other movies that I wanted to get. By the way, I think the Partly Cloudy short's really good. But yeah, so really cool to, like I said, just get it for free, and they just shipped it right to your house. I got the slipcase and everything with it, so really happy. Had it for a long time. Says 8 all new documentaries, but I'm not entirely sure what they all are. But anyway, yeah, Up is great. Love the movie. Upgrade, also really enjoyed it. This movie is a lot of fun. Very violent. If you're a fan of like grindhouse style movies and sci-fi style movies, Upgrade is like right up your alley. It's basically very similar to Venom, the movie Venom. But yeah, it's good. It's basically about a guy who gets a system integrated into his body that it's like AI. It gives him the ability to like fight and stuff. And yeah, it's good. I would like to watch. I would like to rewatch that. Uzumaki. I can sell this. I actually bought this DVD for like $20 because I looked it up. That's what they were like going for at the time I got it. But I wanted to get it because I'm a huge fan of Junji Ito, so I wanted to see what. I said 2000, right? Yeah. What some of his like adaptations will look like. By the way, I did do a review of this for 31 for 31, so if you want to check that out, it's there on my channel. But I shit you not, it was like 2 days after buying the DVD, the Blu-ray was announced. I'm not even joking. Like, it was like this Blu-ray, it was like right after I bought it. It was like, hey, we're doing a Blu-ray of it now. And it's like, get out of here. See, June 28th. I think it was like early June when I bought it. Had a stretch. I will sell Uzumaki because I would like to upgrade it to Blu-ray. There's some cool stuff happening with Uzumaki that would make it worthwhile. Same thing with Unbreakable. That needs to be sold for the Blu-ray. I actually, you know what I should do? Hold, please. That'd be another highlight. Green means upgrade. All right. So now that we know that, let's change some of these. Yeah, so now we know we've changed it now to where we're upgrading, right? Or the crystal plumage. I don't know if I want to upgrade that. Yeah, I'm just changing some of these so we know what it means to upgrade to Blu-ray. Just give me a second. I'm working here. I'll consider that an upgrade because I'm like repurchasing, right? If we want to repurchase, I'll consider an upgrade. All right, cool. Okay, I'm happier with that now. Let's continue on with Valhalla Rising. Nicholas Winding Refn. I love this movie. Another movie I've seen a handful of times. I love the score to this movie. I think the score is really, really good. If I remember right, this is also the French-Canadian release. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. This has a. I don't know if it's in this release of it. I think Valhalla Rising's 2009. Yeah, 2009. What's really fun about this is there's a behind the scenes where there's this woman talking about how great this movie is going to be because it. How do you spell Canadian? I ain't got my glasses. Canadian. But anyway, you see this woman who's a producer, and there she's like, "Oh yeah, this movie's gonna be great because it's gonna be action packed for like the boys and everything. It's gonna be like a real manly movie and all this stuff." And it's like, oh man, Refn just lied to this person. Nicholas Winding Refn just lied to them because that's not what this movie is at all. It's not even remotely this. Hold on, let me put these up. I've decided we're finishing this today. We're finishing the movie of the shelves. All right. It's time to fast forward this. Let's do it. Vampire's Kiss. Vampire's Kiss, Nicolas Cage, really enjoyable. I actually think this movie is kind of underrated as fuck. Like, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you, I think this movie is kind of underrated. MVD, right? Yeah, I think this movie's underrated. Comes with a poster. Watch it and tell me honestly. Like, watch this and tell me. Like, a lot of people meme on this movie, but actually watch it. Actually watch it with context. I don't think it's memeable. Like, yeah, it's funny, but I also think it's like within character. Like, it's a really interesting, like, American Psycho kind of movie. Vampire. I talked about this in the Dylan England video I made with him, going over Criterion movies that I would recommend. The reason why I recommended this one is I think this is one of the coolest. Is this? Well, I can't remember if this is just one disc or not. Yeah, it's one disc. This is one of the coolest releases I think Criterion's put out. What's up, Matt? Does the cell count? You mean you're on movie? Yes. Yes, it does, Matt. Yes, it does. Because this movie, the reason why Vampire made that list is because this movie comes with the entire script. Like, this is the script to the movie, and it's like we need more releases like that. Nerd, big time. I'm a big time movie nerd. It is my number one passion. It is my favorite hobby. All right, just make sure there wasn't like short film. The Vanishing, really really good. I think I'm pretty sure I included this one, or maybe he included this one as their in their top 5 for Criterion movies you should probably watch and own. Really really good. I think personally the villain in The Vanishing is one of the best villains ever written. Really love The Vanishing. Really really good. We have Venus Wars. This is an anime from sometime in the 80s. This was one I got really mad about. 89. And I'll tell you why here in a second. I'm just looking to see. All right. It comes with this cool booklet, by the way, of like some of the art, which the art in this movie is gorgeous. What are cells D and E? Give me a second, I'll tell you. But yeah, check out some of the art. D is if I have seen the movie or not, and then E is how many discs are in the release. And then F is notes, and then G is like the rules. So A is title, B is year, C is format, D is if I have seen it or not, yes or no. E is number of discs in release, F is notes, and G is the rules of the list. If that makes sense. But anyway, the reason why I got mad at this was because Amazon oversold it. I know this is like limited edition set. So I pre-ordered it, and then it disappeared and stayed disappeared for months. And then I got a random notification from Amazon that it shipped it. And I got really pissed because I know like I could have picked it up on eBay and probably had it within time or like another venue, and I didn't. And I pre-ordered it like in advance, and because Amazon's bad about that, they'll oversell their pre-releases. When you are done, are you going to copy the list and sort it if you've seen it or not and go down the... Yeah, pretty much. So every year, Matt, on my other channel, which is the LR Smith channel, I do in December a thing called 31 for 31. And what it is 31 movies in 31 days, 31 movie reviews in 31 days. And what I do is I go through my collection of movies I haven't seen, and I RNG randomly pick 31 movies that I haven't seen, and that's what I'm going to do with this. So I can sort this by, if I go over to D, I can sort it by N or Y's, basically. And then what I'll do is I'll do RNG to randomly pick it. Now, everything, there are movies that have a no that I haven't seen them that are going to be excluded from 31 for 31. So for example, short films, making of documentaries, those kind of things will get excluded. But then I also have movies I haven't seen that I have... The reason why I bought them were for other video ideas, so those movies also will not be included. So for an example, the Ip Man movies, even though I've not seen the any of the Ip Man movies or IP Man movies, none of those will be included because I want to do a video on that whole series. Same thing with Ingmar Bergman movies. I haven't seen any of his movies because I want to do a whole video on him. So there are certain movies that will be excluded from that, but yeah, that's the idea. Plus, I also want to just have a catalog of what I own, and also have like go through and pick what movies I'm going to get rid of from the collection. Which there's not a ton of them highlighted right now that I'm getting rid of, but after this is all said and done, I will go back through and like we'll be a little bit pickier on there. What about Girls Gone Wild tier list? I've not watched any of those. But yeah. Moving on, we got Veronica. Sorry. This is Danzig's directorial debut. I think this movie is absolutely hilarious. I think it's a so bad it's good movie. I found it really enjoyable. There's definitely moments that go on way too long, but for the most part, I think it's really funny. I cannot wait to see his new movie, but I don't know if it's ever going to come out. It's like went into limbo, and I kind of wonder if it got bad reviews again, and he was like, "Fuck you, I'm not releasing it." I almost would not be surprised. I would be upset if that's the case, but I would not be surprised. Slipcase. Hold on, let's do it this way. MVD with slipcase. What's your favorite scary movie? Not sarcasm. I'm a huge fan of the original 74 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I also really like The Devil's Rejects. If you want to talk about more recent movies, I thought Midsummer was really, really good. Really liked Midsummer a lot. Censor was really good. If you've not seen Censor, I definitely recommend that one. But yeah, if you go like what are my all-time like tops, like what would be like 10 out of 10 horror movies, probably Devil's Rejects and the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre would come to mind. VFW, really fun grindhouse style movie. Um, this was also my best of 2020 list. Did you ever watch the TV show slash From? No, I've never heard of it. What's it about? Next up, Videodrome. Also really good. David Cronenberg, some good body horror. Um, I enjoy Videodrome. 1983. Is this just Blu-ray? Yeah, okay. Because I think Videodrome also had a Blu-ray DVD combo release from Criterion, but I wasn't sure. It does come with a short film, Camera, from David Cronenberg. That's another thing. Short films will probably be excluded from 31 for 31 too. Videodrome release. In a nightmarish town in Middle America, the traps those who enter unwilling residents strive to stay alive and search for a way out. Plagued by terrifying nocturnal creatures from the surrounding forest and secrets hidden in town. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I'll have to look that up. Give me a second. I'll pull it up on IMDb. Okay, that looks like the only short film from... Oh, this show. I've actually seen the poster. Is that not him? Tell me this person right here doesn't look like that Evan Peters from American Horror Story. I think it's his name, right? I don't have MGM Plus, but that does sound interesting. 10 out of 10. 7.7 is pretty good. Yeah, like I said, I don't have MGM Plus, but it sounds interesting. If we ever get it, I'll have to check it out. Violence in a women's prison. I'd have to ask Autumn, but I would be fine with selling this. Technically, she's the one who picked it out when I did a Severin order one year. But I'm not in love with this movie. Also on last year's 31 for 31, in case you're wanting to check that out. Season 1 is on Prime, by the way. Oh, nice. Well, is it on Prime or is it... I'll have to check later. But sometimes Prime... I'll finish this little stock off. Sometimes Prime... The Virgin Spring, not seen it. Igmar Bergman. Gonna be for the video. Sometimes Prime, because it's... MGM Plus, it will be on Prime, but then you have to like log into MGM Plus or get it as an add-on. So I'll have to look. She. Well, she. Yeah, I'll have to look. But now that I have that on my radar, you know what I mean? Vi is really interesting. A lot of cool like visual surrealist, like really like trippy stuff on here. From 67, if I remember right, it's like a early horror movie from whatever country this came out of. Is it Russian? Or is it I think it's Soviet at the time. It was like a Soviet film. I don't know. It's interesting though. It's worth a watch. Cool thing is I bought this without a slipcase and they sent me with a slipcase, so. Also comes with some short films. Satan Exulant. Am I not going to be able to find these? Queen of Spades. I'll buy you season 1 to send it if you watch it. Oh, you don't got to worry about that, Matt. I appreciate it, but you don't got to worry about that, buddy. I'll just write NA. Because we don't know the year it came out. On by release. Queen of Spades. Blue. Alright, on by release. Well, I was wanting to get these done today, but I don't know if I'm going to. Sorry, 10 o'clock. Satan Exulant shows 1917. Cool, I couldn't find it on IMDb. I've not been like Googling them outside of that. I guess I could though. The Queen of Spades short film. 1910. And then this one's gonna be harder. Let's try silent short film. 1915. We're assuming, right? We'll make the assumption here. All right, moving on. We got The Void, which I've heard great things about from a buddy of mine, but I've yet to watch. Speaking of horror movies. 2017. No other special features. We got Vortex by Gaspar Noé. Have not watched this one yet. Really cool case. Like, it splits open like this. Looking forward to watching this. I guess for as much as I can. I've heard it is horrendously depressing, but it is it 2022 or 2023 movie? I know a label is 2021, but I go off of US release. So let's see. Why isn't chat working? I wonder if it's because I switch between Twitch and YouTube. Let me send a test real quick. Sorry, Matt. I'm sorry none of your comments were popping up. I wonder if it's got something to do, because I have to refresh it. I wonder if it's where I switch between YouTube and Twitch. If it doesn't, like, freak out a little bit. So sorry, Matt. Now your comments weren't popping up. I feel like it's something most people don't really care about, but it bothers me when it's not on there, because it's like, I want it to be there. Alright. I've not seen it. One disc. Utopia. Vinegar Syndrome partner with box, I guess is what you'd call this. But yeah, excited to watch Vortex at some point. The Wailing on DVD. This is one that needs to be upgraded to Blu-ray. I think The Wailing is really good. Highly recommend it. Matt, this would be a pretty good horror movie recommendation. It is a Korean paranormal detective horror story. What year are you from? I watched this as part of a lock-in. So we went to this lock-in thing they did. I would like to upgrade this to Blu-ray. Speaking of Korean, what about Korean? Well, we went to this movie lock-in thing where it was the original Wicker Man, The Wailing, Frankenstein created bikers, and then a movie I literally do not remember the name of at all. Um, but The Wailing was the standout. It was the best one. The Man from Nowhere, I believe so. If I've not seen it, at least it's on my radar. Okay, I haven't rated it, so I'm gonna say I haven't seen it, but I do. Excuse me, I do know of this movie. Ugh, I do want to watch this movie. I know it's in my Amazon wish list. Then, if I haven't seen it, Korean version of Man on Fire. Oh, nice! I didn't realize it was like based on Man on Fire. Is it based on it, or is it just similar? But let me put these up real quick. Similar, gotcha. And Denzel's Bay. I do like Denzel. All right, we're trying to get these done, right? Walking Tall. Enjoy Walking Tall. Found this cool edition of it. This is one of them I remember like renting with my mom, so I might have some nostalgia for it. But I think it's like a solid. It's solid. It's like a solid 6 out of 10. I got a buddy who like absolutely loves this movie though. 2004 MVD with slipcase. We got Waltz with Bashir. Speaking of horror movies, yeah, Brawl and Cell Block 99. Yep, seen it. I've seen all of Craig S. Zoller movies, or S. Craig Zoller. I can't remember how it's worded around, including Bone Tomahawk that I also really enjoyed. All of his movies are actually in this list: Brawl, Bone Tomahawk, Dragged Across Concrete. But anyway, Waltz of Bashir. If you want to watch a real horror movie, Waltz of Bashir is pretty brutal. Seen it last week and is still in shock. Brawl or Waltz? Brawl is really good. I like Brawl a lot. I don't think my wife's seen that. We should watch that. She's not big into Brawl. Yeah, gotcha. She's not big into like super downer movies like I am. I think Waltz is 2008. I couldn't find a date on the back of it. Yeah, 2008. Yeah, I like Brawl and Cell Block 99 quite a bit. I think it's really good. Just one disc. Yeah. Both Waltz with Bashir and Brawl and Cell Block 99. I recommend both of those movies. Warriors, really good. I enjoy this movie a lot. I think Tom Hardy's really good in it. Kind of helped launch his career a bit. But also that scene where he just beats up the dude in the gym after just being a nobody is also really enjoyable. So, War of the Worlds, the OG War of the Worlds from '53. I could honestly probably sell this. It was okay. I enjoyed it, like for the sense of like watching it for like film history wise, but gotta get back to work. Love you a long time. That's what's up, Matt. Enjoy the rest of your day, buddy. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the future. Thank you also for the recommendation of From. So enjoy the rest of your day, buddy. I'll catch you later. Audio commentary. The Sky is Falling. Okay, so there's a documentary from 2005. No, on the War of the... So the 1938 Mercury Theater radio play from Orson Welles is on here too, but that one could maybe be sold. which means that one will be on here too. The Warriors, love this movie. Would like to rewatch this. Excuse me. Really enjoyable. A lot of fun. It's been a while since I've watched it, so I actually wouldn't mind rewatching it in the sense of like, I want to see like how much it holds up from when I first watched it, because it's been a long time. Because I originally gave this movie a 9 out of 10. I'm like, I wonder if it's still a 9 out of 10 for me. I don't know. I have to rewatch it, I guess. Watership Down. Very depressing. Very depressing movie. Really good though, but very depressing. God, I can't spell Criterion now. I fucked it up one time. Have you ever done that thing where somebody says a word wrong and you're like, that's not how you say that, and then now you can't speak it? That's what happened there. I went to type in Criterion, spelled it wrong, and I was like, how do you spell Criterion now? Watchmen director's cut. I think The Watchmen's really good. I originally gave this movie a 10 out of 10. I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 anymore. I would say it's like a 8.5, maybe a 9, maybe a 9. It's one of them that I really liked in high school, and then as times went on, I've kind of liked it less and less, if that makes any sense. It's one of those ones where it's like, I feel like the more I watch it, the less I like it. Does that make any sense? I don't know what I have it rated as right now. It still has a 10. I'm going to go ahead and drop it at 10.8. I still think it's good. Was that a Blu-ray DVD combo? Like, I still think it's a good movie. No, they're both Blu-rays. I think the Steelbook's really cool too, but yeah. Director's cut, Steelbook. All right, moving on. The Waterboy, one of my favorite Adam Sandler comedies. Very funny in the sense of like just, you know, old school SNL style humor, I guess, maybe. Not gonna have the year on the back, is it? $1988. Yeah, I've seen it several times. It's one of those movies like, you want to watch The Waterboy? Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Moving on, Waves, very good. Trey Edward Schultz. I have only seen 2 of his movies so far, and I've really enjoyed both of them. I like It Comes at Night better than Waves, personally, but I think Waves is really good. Waves kind of has one of those, like, same structural problems that I had with The Place Beyond the Pines, where I feel like Act 3 was not as good as the rest of the film. If that makes any sense. But yeah, really good. I like Waves. Weathering with You. This is from the director of Your Name. We'll get to Your Name later. Your Name, I think, is a masterpiece. Very, very, very good. Easy 9 out of 10. Could be a 10 out of 10 on multiple watches, but probably closer to a 9 out of 10. Weathering with You is just a solid 6 out of 10, honestly. Like, the animation's beautiful. The story is just, it's alright. You know what I mean? It's not as original or as interesting as Your Name was. They have a new movie that just came out. The director of Weathering with You and Your Name, and I don't know what it is. (2019) to Steelbook. Makoto Shinkai. Suzumi. That's their new one. Suzumi. So, wouldn't mind getting my grubby little hands on that one. Up next is Where Skeeto Nazi Hunter. autographed by the director. I found this at Half Price Books for $5 and was like, what's this? And you know what? It's a lot of fun. It's a most controversial film ever made. Yeah, right. It is a movie about a man who gets turned into a weresquito, and he goes out for revenge. I mean, it's very based in like very heavily inspired by autographed. Very heavily inspired by like old 50s sci-fi movies and stuff. And it's fun. It's very goofy, very fun. Let me see if there's any screenshots. Me and my wife both had a really good time watching this. I just want to like see if there isn't. Lame. I was hoping there'd be a photo so you can see what the weresquito look like, but yeah, you know what I mean. The Whale. When you want to ruin the rest of your day, watch The Whale. This will easily be on my best of 2022 list. And I'm just not looking forward to that rewatch. You know what I mean? But very, very good. The Whale's very good. What We Do in the Shadows, absolutely hilarious. My favorite thing so far, Taika Waititi's done. And I really want to watch the show. That's What We Do in the Shadows, which I know is on Hulu. It's on one of the streaming platforms. I just haven't watched it yet. I want to, though. But yeah, I love the movie. I think it's really good, really funny. I've seen it a couple times now. When the Wind Blows, I covered in my Threads video. Which, by the way, is crazy how much that's blown up over the time. But also very crazy that it went, like, anytime, like, the video was doing good for me, right? Like, it was always, like, one of my, like, higher watched videos. But when, I hate to say it this way, but when Russia invaded Ukraine, the views on it skyrocketed. And then it correlated. Anytime there was a... that's right. There's a really cool documentary on the director in this release. Hold on. But anytime there was like a news story, 2010, that had to do with Russia and Ukraine, the Russia-Ukraine war, the views on that video would skyrocket like overnight, and it's been that way for a while. It's definitely slowed down. Now it's like at a steady 300-400 views every 48 hours, but it was like any time that there would be like a new, if I would see a spike in the views, I'd be like, what happened with the war? And there'd be a new development. It's kind of wild. Where the wild things are, Spike Jonze, James Gandolfini doing one of the voices. Love this movie. I think it's great. Easy 8 out of 10. A lot of fun. Really cool. Like, it's, I can't remember if it's all, is it CG or is it puppetry or is it a blend of the two? I think it might just be CG, but regardless, very good visuals. You had a year on you by any chance? Sorry if I keep yawning. I'm tired, man. 2009. Whiplash, fantastic. Another movie I would not mind actually rewatching. I keep seeing all the time memes from this movie or just scenes from this movie. It's very good. If you've not seen Whiplash, highly recommend it. I thought it did. I was like, I think the original short film's on here too. Because I have seen the original short film. 2013. And then last from this little stack before I put up stuff up is Whisper of the Heart, Studio Ghibli. Very good. Really enjoyed it. So if you've not seen it, recommend it. Not sure what year this is from though. It's from the 80s though. 95? I was wrong. I didn't think it was from 95. So I have a question then. If that's from 95, when's The Cat Returns? The Cat Return. 2002, okay. Because the one character looks very similar to the Cat Returns character. Doubt this comes with any... Yeah, I didn't think so. A lot of the Studio Ghibli movies don't have any kind of shorts or anything. Let me put these up real quick. We'll finish this shelf off, and then we have a half a shelf to do before we get into the movie collections. You know what? I'm going to finish them today. That's what I'm going to do. Who's that knocking on my door? Martin Scorsese. Pretty good. Would not mind if there's a Blu-ray. Not sure if there's a Blu-ray. No. What about Alice Doesn't Live Here anymore? Oh, there is for Alice? Oh, never mind. So I like Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore a lot. 1968. Damn. This is Martin Scorsese's first movie, I think. Yeah, Martin Scorsese's brilliant debut. Why Don't You Play in Hell? I talked about this when we brought up R100. First off, I really enjoy this movie. I think it's a lot of fun. Has a good sense of energy to it. But this movie was crazy expensive, and I was lucky enough to find somebody selling these 3-packs for cheap for whatever reason. I wonder if it's still expensive. It went down. Went down quite a bit. Actually, because wasn't there a reprint of this, actually? Yeah, I think there was a reprint of this, actually. I think MVD picked this up, actually. Which has probably made the... Yep. All those giant pictures. I thought it was MVD. Solo was a reprint anyway. Oh, well. I liked it. I think it's a good movie. It's a lot of fun. It's basically about a filmmakers wanting to make a Yakuza war movie, and they decide to make the movie while a real Yakuza tribe is going to war, and they asked them if they can make a movie out of it, and they both agree to it. It's wild. Speaking of wild. Really enjoy this movie. Rest in peace, the director, Jean-Marc Vallée, who also directed Dallas Buyers Club. This was his follow-up to Dallas Buyers Club, and I really enjoyed it. I think to this day, this is Reese Witherspoon's best performance. I don't think she's been in anything where she's been quite as good. Very good. Basically, she wants to go find herself, so she walks the Appalachian Trail. Very inspiring, very good. Just really good. Really enjoyed Wild. Wild River, also a movie I enjoyed. This was given to me by a buddy who found it at, I think, a Dollar Tree, honestly. I think it was. Yeah, really liked it. Basically about a guy who tries to get these people to move out of this valley because they want to flood it. Turn it into a river for, I think, a dam or something. Or a power station or something like that. And yeah, really enjoyed it. Had a good time with it. a very good movie. Wild Strawberries, haven't seen it yet. Ingmar Bergman. That is a hard one for me to say. Not with my bush mouth. Yeah, haven't watched this yet, but I've heard good things about it. It's one of them I'm very excited about getting to when it comes to the Bergman movies. Damn it, there is a documentary. Bergman on life and work. What year are you from? '98. There's gonna be so much supplements to watch when I go to start this video. It's not even gonna be fun. Actually, it might be amazing, but it's going to be a lot to tackle this video when it comes around to start making it. Wild Tales. I've had this movie since it was nominated for Best Foreign Feature, and I've never watched it. So 2014. So I need to get on it. Real quick, let me make sure I have some of these recent ones. Because, see, I messed these two up, and I realized that. Sometimes I mess up and type in yes, even though I haven't seen the movie. Just because where I'm, like, going through. And a lot of these I have seen. So it's like I'm going through, clicking stuff. And so I have a hard time being, like... I just mess up, you know what I mean? I'm human. Alright, I feel like we're probably in the clear here. I mean, before we do 31 for 31, I'll go through and make sure that I have clicked them all. Anyway, moving on. Wild Tigers, I Have Known. I've not watched yet. This is put out by Altered Innocence, which is one of Vinegar Syndrome's releases. I think this movie sounds really good. But I've not watched it yet. I forgot the back of this box is 14-year-old Logan is in the middle of middle school, crushing on a boy, daydreaming of another self, and waiting to see a mountain lion. Not the most interesting back splash, but Bobby Crush is one of the short films released with this. So 2006, Blue, No, One, Altered Innocence, Vinegar Syndrome with slipcase. I think it's just Bobby Crush, but I wonder if it's the same director. Yeah, same director, Bobby Crush, 2003. On Wild Tigers, I Have Known release. All right. Moving on. Moving on to Willow. All right, I think we're back. Our power just went out for no reason. Our power just shut down for no reason, and I think we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, weird. Weird. And what's even weirder now is for some reason I can't get any of my docs. Like my like Twitch docs and stuff. So I don't know what's going on there. Let me do this. But anyway, yeah, I think we're back. I think we're back. Anyway, I'm gonna blaze through this. I'm just gonna get this done with today. I've not watched Willow yet. From 1988. I want to see it though. It's been on my watch list for a long time. I like big fantasy movies, so it makes sense that I would want to watch it at some point. All right. Moving on, Willy's Wonderland. Really enjoyed it. Probably will make my best of 2021 list. Right? Yeah. I think the Five Nights at Freddy movie looks terrible, but I thought this was fun. This is probably just going to be the better version of Five Nights at Freddy's. Up next, my connection's unstable, apparently. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening with the internet, with the power and stuff. But anyway, The Wind Rises. Meh. Well, not my favorite of the Ghibli movies. What did I give it? A 7? Probably closer to a 6, really. 2013, Blu-ray, DVD. All right. We got The Vavitch, a movie that, much like a lot of other Robert Eggers movies, landed with me more on the second viewing than on the first viewing. Probably my least favorite of his so far, though. The last from this little set, The Wizard of Oz 3D. This is from the 75th anniversary big, huge collection. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discs in this set. I actually rewatched this not too long ago. It's still pretty enjoyable. I think Wizard of Oz is like a decent, like, just classic movie. 3D blue. Hold on. 3D blue DVD. Yes. 5 disc 75th anniversary. Edition with box set. Because there's a whole box set this came with that's on the bottom of the shelf. So let me put these up and grab our last little bit here. All right, last bit. We got Wolf Creek 1 and 2. Wolf Creek, I don't think has a Blu-ray yet, which is weird. Yeah, it just says coming soon. I like Wolf Creek a lot. I like both of the Wolf Creek movies. I think they're a lot of fun. I think I can't remember his name now. The villain of the movie, played by Jeff Jarrett, right? That's his name. John Jarrett. McTaylor. Oh, that's not a knife. This is a knife. Stab. Really enjoyable. I think both of them are about equal. I think I like Wolf Creek. Is it 1 or 2 I like more? I gave 1 an 8. What did I give 2? An 8. I guess they're about even then. Not seen the TV show at all. And I've also not seen Wolf Creek 3. So I guess there's a third one coming out. But I've not seen it. So, because it's not out yet. When did Wolf Creek 1 come out? 2013. Yeah, good stuff. The Wolf Man, the OG. Again, like I said, it'd be cool to revisit the old monster movies. 1941, right? Lonnie, nope. First off, what's this one? Yeah, it's this one. Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. Let's see that now. I've not rated this one? I've seen this one. It's weird I haven't rated it, though. I'd say originally it would be a 6 out of 10, and that's where I'm going to stick with it. But weird I hadn't rated it yet. Slipcase. All right. The Wolf of Wall Street. Also really good. Martin Scorsese. Think this is 2013. Pretty sure it is. Yeah. Terms of special features. Nothing crazy. All right, the Wolverine. Pretty good. Like, this is like a decent Wolverine movie, right? I think this is also 2013. Yep. It's a decent Wolverine movie. I need to get Wolverine Origins because I'm going to do a screen to console for that. Yeah, not bad. Wolf's Bane. This is going to be sold. I covered this in 31 for 31 last year. This is a Dollar Tree Steelbook find. And it's not the best. I gave it a 3 out of 10, I think is what I gave it. Bane 2009, right? Yeah, I think that one could be sold. The Woman King. I personally think Viola Davis was snubbed for an Oscar. I got a lot of shit for liking this movie, by the way. I did really enjoy it. I will be rewatching this from a best of 31 list. Like, no joke. I enjoyed the movie quite a bit. I got a lot of shit for it, though. I did not know that this is a kind of gross retelling of history, like rewriting of history, but I still think the movie's good. The Wonderland, this was on my best of 2020 list. Really enjoyed it. If you're a fan of things like Studio Ghibli, I think you'll enjoy this as well. Pretty sure this is 2020. Yeah. Moving on. The World of Kaneko. Out of the 3 of that Draft House pack with R100 and Why Don't You Play in Hell, I thought this was the weaker of the bunch, but I still think this is a pretty good movie. Like, it's definitely enjoyable. Speaking of which, where's Why Don't You Play in Hell? Okay, I want to make sure I wrote Draft House Films down on it. World War Z. I like this movie. I would have to rewatch it. I've only seen it the one time in theaters. Maybe I've seen it. I think I've seen it a second time when I got this steelbook. But I remember thinking like it's decent. Maybe I need to rewatch it because I've heard bad things about it, and I'm like, I don't think so. Like, I think it's a decent zombie movie. At least in my opinion. At the World's End. Well, I guess The World's End. I keep wanting to say At the World's End, and that's not what this is. World's End. The end of the Cornetto trilogy. I believe this is also 2013. Yep. Absolutely love this movie. I think it's hilarious. I've seen it multiple times. Much like all the other Cornetto trilogy movies, I've seen multiple times. Probably my least favorite of the trilogy, but that's also saying, like, if Hot Fuzz is a 9.5, Shaun of the Dead's a 9, At World's End would be like an 8.5. You know what I mean? Like, it's still amazing. The Worst Person in the World, I've not seen yet. I want to. I definitely will be watching it before I make my best of 2021 list. Would be cool if this got picked for 31 for 31. I think I did it again. No, I spelled it right. Cool. Felt like I messed it up, you know what I mean? Okay. Wrath of Man. Guy Ritchie. I enjoyed this. I don't know what I can't remember what I rated it overall. Okay, you're not going to give me a year on the back. 2021. Is it 2021? I gave it an 8. But I will be rewatching this for my best of the year list. 2021. I will be rewatching it for my best of year list because I did really enjoy it. The Wrestler, my favorite, I think, Darren Aronofsky movie. It's a 2-disc set. For some reason, it has a 3-disc ring, but it's a 2-disc set. This could be a replacement case, to be fair, but yeah. I really love this movie. I don't know if my wife has seen this. Autumn, I don't know if you're watching right now or not, but if you have not seen this, I think we should watch this. I've been wanting to rewatch it anyway, but I think we should watch this. Love The Wrestler. Very, very good. X. I like Pearl better. Don't think I'm going to sell X, but I'm not going to be rewatching X for my best of the list. Best of the year list. It's not going to make the cut. I can already tell you that. It's a 6 out of 10 for me. Maybe a 6.5. But Pearl's definitely better. Let me put this little stack up, and then we'll finish out. I'm probably going to keep X, but it's one of them that could probably maybe be sold. We have Yakuza Apocalypse, also featuring one of the actors from The Raid in it, directed by Takashi Miike. I remember this one being really fun. If you like Takashi Miike's like zany style, it's worth a watch. 2015. That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. Yakuza Apocalypse. It's worth a watch. At least in my opinion it is. Don't believe there's a Blu-ray of it though. Yakuza Weapon. If you want to venture into that J-sploitation, high-octane zaniness, then I would recommend it. If that's not calling to you as interesting, then I would not recommend it. (2011). But I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Yesterday, really like this one. It's Danny Boyle. It's about the guy who wakes up and a Mandela effect happens, and nobody knows who the Beatles are, and I think some other like big time singers, and so he takes credit for writing all their songs. Very fun, very good characters. Has a good heart to it. Really enjoyed it. Lot more than I thought it would. Easy 8 out of 10. You Were Never Really Here. Joaquin Phoenix. Very cerebral movie, I would say. Very good. From Lynn Ramsey, who did a movie called The Ratcatcher I really want to see. Or maybe it's just Ratcatcher. Criterion put it out. I think this is 2017, 2018. Damn. I like You Were Never Really Here. Oh, another one I would not mind rewatching. Your Name. There it is. Great. A movie that I think could weasel its way to be a 10 out of 10 for me. Very good, very interesting. I just got wrapped up into this one when we watched it. Really enjoyed it. It's not going to give me a year. Why? 2016. There it is. It's on the disc. At least I think it's 2016. Let's just double check. Yep. Blu-ray DVD. 2 slipcase. But yeah, really love Your Name. Highly recommend it. Zafara? Zarafa? Maybe it's Zarafa. I can't remember how you actually say it. I have to hear it in a movie. I really enjoyed this one. It was very cute, but also kind of sad. It's really short. It's 80 minutes. Basically about a kid who adopts a, or maybe it's a giraffe adopts a kid, but it's about a boy and a giraffe bond, and it's good. We got Zebra Man, which I did enjoy, kind of. Like, it was okay. My problem is it was really freaking long. Yeah, it's like almost 2 hours. 6 out of 10. Has its moments. Also, Takashi Miike, for what it's worth. 2004. And then we have Zebra Man 2, which I have not watched yet. Attack on Zebra City, which I have not watched yet. Which is an hour and 46. Thankfully, shorter. But yeah, I've not watched this one yet. So if this one gets picked for 31 for 31, I might end up rewatching Zebra Man just to be caught back up on what's going on with the Zebra Man movies. Also, in this really weird like tall case for Blu-ray. Oh, this is a 3-disc set. Damn, son. We got The Zero Theorem, Terry Gilliam. I've only seen this movie once, and I really liked it when I watched it. I think this is 2013. Yeah. I really liked it when I watched it. I would not mind rewatching it. Another thing I keep saying a lot while doing this. Then we got Zodiac. really good. Not sure if my wife has seen this either, but I think she would really like it if she hasn't seen it. It's directed by David Fincher. It's about them trying to find the Zodiac killer with Jake Gyllenhaal, Robert Downey Jr., Mark Ruffalo is also in this. Are these both? I think this is a 2-disc Blu-ray set. It is. Been a little while since I've seen it. I've only seen it once, but I would not mind rewatching it. Zombieland. Zombieland's good. I like Zombieland. Zombieland 2, I was not a big fan of. Like one of those things, like just leave it alone, you know what I mean? But Zombieland 1 is enjoyable for sure. We got Jack the Ripper. This is this little like CD wallet release of Jack the Ripper by Severin Films. I don't think I've seen this. I'm pretty sure I haven't. This was I think it was a deal that if you ordered on Black Friday, you got this as like a bonus. It was like a bonus order from Black Friday. Severin Films CD wallet is what I'm going to call it. This also is not supposed to be in the order it's in, but last but not least is Zootopia. Zootopia. Boom, baby. 2016. Two-disc set. And then what about short films? No? Okay. All right. Well, that is the regular shelves, regular movies. So after this, so tomorrow what I'm going to be doing, or I guess if you're going to watch this on YouTube later, it doesn't really matter, but I have a Blu-ray collection I'm going to do. That is all the new stuff. It's a movie collection update. That's all the new stuff. We'll go through what I haven't seen of that. We'll mark them. And then at the end of that video / stream, I'm going to pick 31 for 31. We're going to do that, and that will get picked. Then this will go back to being once a week, and we'll go into the movie collections that I have, into the TV shows, and then last but not least, once those are all said and done, we will start on the binders and organizing and going through all that stuff. So yeah, so up next would be the update with all that stuff. That will get worked into the collection, picking 31 for 31, and then going through the movie collection sets that is not going to be included for this year's 31 for 31, and then the TV shows, and then from there. So we still got a ways to go with this. Thank y'all, and I will catch y'all later. Bye, everybody.